Thousands of people have gathered in Warsaw to protest the signing of a new treaty enforcing intellectual property rights on the internet. Opponents say the international ACTA document is pure censorship and a violation of human rights. RT's Alexei Yaroshevsky has been hearing the demands of protesters firsthand.
A passerby from England confused scenes on Friday in central Warsaw with filming of a sequel for the Hollywood movie V for Vendetta, judging from the number of masked men and cameras. Such resemblance was tangible. The film character fought for revolution. These people are also standing for change, to stop the anti-counterfeit trade agreement, ACTA, from becoming law in Poland. Minus 15 degrees centigrade is definitely not an excuse for thousands who gathered in central Warsaw. Friday's protest culminates a week of numerous mass rallies across Poland, with people protesting against internet censorship. ACTA may have a positive aim to protect intellectual property, but these protesters fear it will be used to police the web and take harmless websites offline. IT engineer Marcin says his work is under threat because of ACTA's obscurity, with the international pact worked out in complete secrecy.
Issues with ACTA are quite obvious. First of all, the possibility of legally censoring certain information. The problem with ACTA is that it's very unclear. The negotiations have lasted since 2004 and nobody's been told anything.
Unlike the week's massive anti-ACTA protests in Poland, Friday's showdown had clear political overtones. While the majority of the crowd was voicing no to the treaty, a large chunk was directing their anger at the government. And experts say the scale of public dissent has managed to make Warsaw's ruling elite nervous.
The government was promoting itself as being modern, as being pro-young people, pro-internet, and people tried to keep them accountable. So when they discovered that the government is supporting something like ACTA, it was purely political answer to no, we don't believe you anymore. This protest can seriously harm government's reputation. They suddenly changed their point of view or their tactic, and they announced that they might not ratify ACTA and they will have a second thought. So after a week of ignorance, I think suddenly they realize that the protests are much deeper, much broader and much more serious.
To become law in Poland, ACTA needs the approval of both the Polish and European parliaments. Nobody knows for sure how long this might take, but protesters say they will continue piling the pressure on the authorities to stop this happening.
I think it came as a complete shock to our government. Nobody expected this and nobody expected us to organize and do this kind of thing. I think there will be a lot more protests and they will last for at least 2 weeks, I think, because I think this is how long it will take to actually pass the regulations.
Prime Minister Tusk has been adamant Warsaw would not give in to anti-ACTA blackmail in the streets, but what was initially a quite social protest has become politically broader with every rally, escalating in both the numbers present and the level of aggression. Alexei Yaroshevsky, RT, reporting from Warsaw in Poland.
Well, Dominika Bichowska from the Helsinki Foundation for Human Rights says governments should communicate with users before preparing sweeping internet laws.
The way it is phrased, it might violate those basic freedoms and interfere too much with the freedom of users without really touching the big violators of the internet, and those internet providers, those companies which are taking advantage of acts of piracy in the internet. And the first thing we should be aware with this process is just people are feeling that they were cheated by the government and that something is wrong, that there were no consultation and there was no possibility of a debate before the signature of the document. There were many attempts in the recent year or recent months to the internet, and every time people had the impression that the government is taking some steps without consultation, without hearing the internauts and the internet users.